the service had achieved what they wanted, which was to connect the past with the present and throw forward to the future.
How do you feel like they honored Queen Elizabeth during this ceremony, if they did?
I think they really did honor the Queen Elizabeth. I think there was also actually an honor to his grandfather. You know, he wore some of the tunics that his grandfather had worn. I think there was a lot of the coronation robes were worn by his mother, by his grandparents, by his great-grandfather, I think. So there was a sort of a real link to the past. There was very visual to everybody, and I think the sort of the tradition of the service, just sticking to that very religious service, was a nod to 1,000 years of monarchy, not just to his mother. Mm-hmm. Some of the music that was chosen, I think, was, music that he particularly loved. Some of the Hubert Parry pieces, the King and the Queen, or Queen Elizabeth, particularly loved those pieces of music. And then I think the other thing that was really important was the official photographs. Mm. You look at the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, the Duke of Kent, and Princess Alexandra. They are absolutely of the Queen's generation. They are the cousins that did lots of the heavy lifting for the Queen. And there they are, absolutely front and centre in this new monarchy and in this new reign. And I think that was a real nod to service and duty that is so important to the King and was so important to Queen Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear if King Charles was happy overall about how the entire weekend panned out?
So I heard from quite a few people that the King and the Queen were really thrilled with the whole weekend. They felt that, the nation got behind them, the London was buzzing, there were lots of tourists who did come in, but also that the service had achieved what they wanted, which was to connect the past with the present and throw forward to the future. And I think seeing, George carrying his train, really important. It was a real nod to what's going to come next, where the monarchy goes next. And I think the other really important piece was that both the King and the Queen wanted it to feel like a family event as well. Family is so important to both of them. And she had her grandchildren and her great nephew carrying her train. Her sister and her best friend were alongside her. Some of the children that are very important to the King were with the King. And then the other really lovely moment was Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, riding with the King and the Queen on their way back through the procession. She was absolutely, literally his bodyguard on the way back to the palace. And then there she is in the photographs, standing right next to him. So I think family, even though various members of the family weren't part of it, family was really key to the whole event for the King and the Queen.
Yeah. For more news content and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.